there's a set of headphones on my side of the bed that is the sound cutting one. Put them on. Come on, come on, come on, put them on. Take the time for that. Good. You should have them on. Okay. When we left North York to come to Dorval, I was looking for a job. I went to develop film one day, and Warren asked me if I wanted to come back to work. He fired the guy on the spot almost and told me I was starting the next day. You were working at Cruisket then, and those wacky hours were very easy accessible for the kind of hours you had. And your mom, it was very hard for your mom to come and even babysit because she was looking after Sonia's kid who's going through all Steve's stuff. What's his name? Dania was going through all the wacky stuff with Stefan. Nadila was just getting her shit together. And rightfully so, your two other sisters needed a lot more help for babysitting and whatnot than we did. So she was helping out, and somebody had to stay home a lot more for the kids, so that was me. When you decided to go to Sky Service, she was still going through all that situation, and she was coming to help with the house renovation. But she wasn't coming to look after the kids. She was coming to do the house stuff, and somebody had to look after a 2 and a 4-year-old. You can do fucking housework with a 2 and a 4-year-old, and you know what? I think I was a pretty good fucking dad in those days. I mean, I don't know that many people. I don't know that many dads that were that good with their kids. You know. Then when we finally managed to go to Toronto, everybody together in Oakville, you were working like 15, 16 hours a day. You were burning yourself out. I could see it, but there's nothing I could do at that point because Zoe was in preschool, Jacob was in grade 1. Somebody had to be home. Like, we had no resource to be able to help us out with the kids, and that was me. I think once again I did a phenomenal job with the kids at that point. I mean, I think I was a good fucking dad. But then we came back to Quebec. We went to Blainville. That was pretty shell-shocking because I never lived in a suburb. I never owned a house. Like, we had a house in Dorval, but I mean, like, this was a real nice house, you know. And you, after a year or so, you told me you need to, like, not even, maybe a year, you told me you need to get a driver's license, man. And actually, you kept telling me you have to go back to school. But the only thing I wanted to do at that point was either photography, and I wasn't going to do that because I wasn't going to turn out like Joe and fucking Toronto 41-year-old chasing, shooting fucking little twats who think they're going to be supermodel, and or being a ramp agent. So I went to get my driver's license, and within a month, I had made only one CV, remember? I went to Handlex, I gave him my CV, they hired me on the spot, and hey, 4 months after getting my driver's license, I was fucking sitting in a pushback, and I gotta tell you, that first time I actually sat in a pushback in training there, where they told me, okay, you're gonna push the plane now. I sat there, I was looking at the fucking nose gear, and I kept thinking to myself, 4 months ago, I didn't even fucking drive a car. Holy shit, you guys are nuts! But I was realizing a dream. And, hey, you know, 3 months after getting my driver's license, I was a fucking lead on the ramp. And I was making a little bit more money. I thought I was helping out there. Then I worked my way through being all the way to be a supervisor. I was very, very proud of that, and I thought that I was contributing and I was helping a lot more. But you're traveling so much, you're gone all the time, you know, and some of the drugs, some of the weed that I smoked there was by loneliness, and because you're never there, and also loneliness because of all the resentment you felt about me, thinking that I was fucking around and I wasn't doing anything. You know, when I was trying to do the best that I could with the little education I got from being told I was so stupid all the years I was in school there, and the little schooling I ended up coming out of there with. Uh, you know, I thought I was doing the best I could. When I left Service Air, I didn't left Service Air because of all the stress and whatnot there. I left because I didn't think that there was any more future there, because the circumstances of that boss I had that was like way underqualified for what he was doing was fucking sucked, because about 3 months after I left, they fired him. But when I left Service Air, I left because DHL, Sandro came to get me because he told me he was going to give me his position. And I thought, wow, there's a step up now. Now moving to offices, I'll be able to make real money, because he told me I was going to get his position. He was going to show me everything, and he was going to make me his position, and his position is making money, because he's like you. He's career driven and he's into money. And I thought, wow, you know, like, this is a nice step up. I'm going to work for a big worldwide company, you know, and no matter where she decides that we want to move, because you mentioned so many times, I'd like to move there, I'd like to move there, I'd like to move there. I thought, I can work anywhere in the world, because DHL is worldwide. I think the only place they're not is Antarctica, and I think that's going to be it. I think we'd still deliver a fucking package there. So, I was really, really upset, because when his position did became open, he didn't come and get me. He went to get Mark, who had the same qualification as me, but he was such a vendetta from having been fired from these guys that he went to get Mark, who had the same qualification as me. He did them in like 15 years. I had done mine in 4. I was pissed, you know. So I went to work at Guimont. My other passion in life is photography, the ramp, and hockey. So I thought I was going into another passion. It was like a nice opportunity, and I didn't realize that it was never going to pay as much as I thought, you know. But all this time you kept the resentfulness of like what had happened in Duck Valley and all these times there, when you thought that I was not trying to be productive there. But everything I did, all the little moves that I made was always in function of trying to make myself better with the little education that I got. A few weeks ago when I stopped doing the drugs there, to me it was a big step forward, and I was taking my life in control. I thought, never again, you know what? She can't take this anymore, and I can't take it anymore, and I can't take her being so distant. And from all the time she tells me that like she needs somebody to lean on there, that's what I want to do, you know. I think in the last couple of weeks I proved that to you there, but I never did anything to hurt you or to let you think that I was going to be a leech or anything like that. I always thought I was trying to do the best that I could with the personal tools that I had, you know. And I know that I had all these internal resources, but I was numbing them and I was wasting myself away. I would have made those changes a long time ago. I made that video because I love you. It breaks my heart to see the point where we're at, and that I think you somewhat fall in love with somebody, or you've seen something in somebody that you thought that I could have been, but in the last couple of weeks there, I think I showed you that like I'm being that person that I can be, and I love you. I'm not doing all this for you now because though it's the way it is. I can change the past, you know. And I know some of the resentfulness will never go away. But, you know, I'm trying hard to mend things and to make things better, you know. I don't want you to set me up so you can move on. I want to move on with you, but tonight we're going to go on the non-date, and hopefully you can start to see and discover that I'm the person who said that I wasn't born for a petit pain. So that's that. I just wanted you to be able to listen to this without interrupting me, saying yeah but, yeah but, yeah but, yeah why didn't you, what do you get? So have a good morning, have a good day. I finish at noon, so I should be home close to 1. And hopefully you guys are back from all the errands and the little things you guys are going to do. I'm really looking forward for supper, but even more looking forward to our non-date. So that's that, man.